Welcome to Not Just Gaming Podcast. Don't turn that channel.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Not Just Gaming Podcast.
Weren't so sure there on what we are.
The podcast.
What are we calling this thing?
We'll get it down. We'll get it down by the time we finally retire.
Well, you know, that's just how it works. You gotta have an outtake, right? Or 12, or 40.
Or 100. Whatever.
What number are we on? 200?
Sure.
All right.
200, 201, something like that.
Welcome back to episode 9000 of the Not Just Gaming Podcast. That's actually not the episode number, but I'm going with it.
I think
Rooster.
this is 4.
No, is it really? It's already 4?
Is it really?
No, it's 4.
Son of a
4.
bitch. They grow up so
Like
fast.
1,000?
No, it's like our
400?
4th episode.
Hey!
I don't know why we're celebrating 4. It's not like it's like 100.
We managed to do it for 4 weeks in a row. It's
Yeah.
a miracle, I tell you.
I think as long as we break the, what did we have last time?
Hyman.
11, I think.
McLovin?
If we could break the 11 episode mark, that means that we did something good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Is that like
Yeah.
a thing?
For us, that's a positive. It's further than we got the last time.
No, but why 11 though? Is
I don't
that
know.
just
That's
a
when,
goal
that's
you're
when we
setting?
stopped.
Never mind.
Yeah, okay. Good. All right. What's everybody been up to this week?
I didn't even introduce you. I didn't even get to introduce you, fuck shit.
Oh,
This
they
is
know who
Aj
you
and that's fucking Yama, you know. Fuck
What's
him.
up?
What's up, everybody?
Now what have you been doing this week?
I still, I downloaded last week while we were doing the show. I downloaded Player Battleground Unknowns, and I still haven't played it. This is the first time I've like turned on my computer since then. Just haven't played it. I don't know why. I'm gonna play it. I wanted to play it before we started the show, but I didn't get home early enough. But
All
yeah.
right. Have you done anything? Movies, TV?
Kate still
Make
has
it
me.
somewhat interesting.
Kate still has me watching the Vampire Diaries.
But
Yeah.
the show's
boy.
ending real quick.
Yeah. Like it's not a horrible show, but it's like not good.
It's
That's
not
good.
horrible, but
That's
it's not
good.
But it's
good.
like it's kind of stupid because they like like it's how like The Walking Dead they'll like make you love a character, and then like you'll love that character, and then like it'll be there for like 2 seasons, and they'll just like fucking kill them off, and that's it. They're dead. There's
Yeah.
like a whole dramatic like, oh, they got killed. Whole like
Then they come back.
yeah. Yeah, well that's the thing of Vampire Diaries. Like someone will die in that episode. They'll make it super dramatic, super like, oh no, my favorite main character is dead, and then the next episode the motherfucker's back again. It's
Like, get
come
fucked.
on, how many
That's what it
times
is.
can you
Get
like
fucked.
kill off a character and bring it back? Like it gets real fucking old. It is real fucking old in that show. Like
Dude, in comic books
the
all the time.
major main character just died, and I know he's gonna fucking come back because it's just the way the show is. Every single thing bad that happens within
Mhm.
like an episode or two, there's a solution to undo whatever's bad. So what's the fucking point?
There isn't any.
That's why I'm
It's
starting
Vampire
to get
Diaries.
fucking
There's no point
Mhm.
to the entire
stupid.
show.
It's so stupid. And
The only part of that show that had any hope and potential for me was Nina Dobrev, but she's not even on the show
jeez,
anymore.
she's the only reason I'm hanging on.
Well,
And the girl that plays Caroline too.
All I'm saying is the clock's ticking on that one. Spoiler warning. I think it's
Yep, up for disappointment on that one.
Yeah. Oh,
It's all right. From what I understand, it comes back. That's all I know. Never watched the show, but I know enough about it.
Yeah, no, I already know who like ends up with who and who dies and all that stuff.
All I've seen was, what's it called? I've seen the female reaction to seeing the two guys from that show in person, and after that, I can't watch this show ever again.
It's
I
such
couldn't
a
even give it a
teen
shot.
drama bullshitty kind of.
Yep, Ruiz was there,
Mhm.
blood-curdling screams and crying, overseeing
From
somebody from
prepubescent girls.
15 feet away, not even next to them. And then when he started taking pictures of people, you forget it. You would have
I thought
thought that they had an intimate evening of,
I
love
thought somebody was
affairs.
gonna
Dinner.
die. Honestly,
Where was this?
New York.
Yeah,
At
in the city.
Comic-Con?
No, it's at the
No, it was at the upfronts. And the nicest person of the whole day was Gina Rodriguez.
Yep. Jane the
She was
first.
cool.
She was awesome. I didn't watch
Mhm.
the show at the time, but I appreciate it now. So
Oh, and
they gained a viewer because of that.
hmm hmm
I
She appreciates people.
and
And then you got our boy.
I'm gonna go see
Oh,
Dunkirk this weekend.
You're going to see Dunkirk, but you're not going to see Spider-Man. Your priorities are all out of whack.
That's all fucked
I'll
up.
go see
That's all fucked
Spider-Man.
up.
We'll do a double. We'll do a double feature.
You better do Spider-Man first. Dunkirk gonna have you sleeping.
I'm
Yeah, you're gonna go see Dunkirk, and then Kate's gonna say, "That's it, let's
Listen. I
go,"
want to go
and
fucking
you're
see
not gonna go
Dunkirk more
see
than
it.
I want to see Spider-Man. Hold your fucking
What?
bone. Yeah,
Whoa, whoa,
that
whoa,
looks way
whoa.
more interesting to me.
Holy shit, that's a
Wow.
fighting words.
Now I'm gonna slowly but surely, episode by episode, breaking my nerd heart.
Sorry, I don't know.
No
I mean, I
more,
want
no
to
more
see
forces. One
Spider-Man,
with you.
but
You are
like
one with the force.
Not one with the
Kate wants to
Force.
see this movie
Not one
really
with the
bad,
force.
and I want to see it too, and I'm not going to be able to get her to see Spider-Man instead, is where it's coming from right now.
Ah,
If I
Sounds
go
like
to
you
the
got to
movie
convince her
theater and
better.
I tell her I want to see Spider-Man instead, she'll fucking chop my nuts off. So
Well, that's when
ah.
you tell her you're gonna see Spider-Man first, then see Dunkirk.
I'll see it without her. No.
Nice. Okay. I mean, not a very productive week on things to do, but not bad, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't really do much of anything.
Rooster, anything?
I made my first student loan payment this week. I quit.
Hey, welcome to the club. We've been making loads of those.
I'm
How does
broke.
it make your wallet feel?
I'm broke. I burned my wallet. That's how I paid for it.
You just gave them the money and then you just threw the wallet on top with lighter fluid and just let it go.
hmm
Nice.
Completely. It was good. It was a good feeling, you know.
Nice.
Just burnt all my worldly possessions,
Yep,
and
that's
you know, gonna live on top from now on of the shit heap.
good.
Other than that, I played I played
Oh,
Dead Rising 3 a little
nice.
bit.
Okay.
Let's see, I played Pac-Man for some
Okay.
reason. I've been practicing my Tetris skills, and kind of that's about it, really. Honestly, not
All
much. I've
right.
been working, trying to get money for this fucking loan.
Never ending struggle, man. It'll never work. It's
Pretty
never.
much. I saw you fucking downloaded a Hardline the other day. You must have been using the GameStop program still.
No, Hardline actually is on EA Access, so I downloaded it.
Oh, because it didn't show up in my games. I'm surprised.
Um, Wait, if it didn't show up in your no, Hardline doesn't. For some reason, I'm noticing EA Access does not show up in your game queue anymore. It's strictly just through the app. And then when you go to click on the game in the Xbox store, it'll say free via EA Access.
Ah, that's some shit.
It's weird. Um, all right, not bad. I'm trying to think, what did I do this week? I didn't really do much. It's been kind of busy. I watched some more Luke Cage. I'm eventually gonna finish that show. I'll
You
get
never
there.
finished
You never
that?
finished that?
Damn.
I have like 2 or 3 episodes left. I got to like episode 8, and then I had to stop because of work, and I haven't been able to get myself in a groove to watch it again. Because I feel like that's a show that I want to sit through and like just trudge out the rest in one sitting.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else. Game wise, well, let's see. I'm trying to see. I started watching the Lego Batman movie.
Cool.
I really haven't gotten too far, so I don't want to comment on it yet. I watched a lot of stuff related to D23, which we'll get into. That was like my weekend. It was also Amanda's birthday, so
Oh, happy birthday to her.
Played a little bit of Friday. Friday's still not fixed yet, so whenever I play it, and I get it to a quick play match, and it kicks me to my lobby by myself, and normally just dashboard. Just frustrating. I'd just rather not waste my time. Played
That
some
kind of
Forza
sucks. You were
Horizon
looking
3.
so forward to that game.
No, well, don't get me wrong. If you look at how many hours I put into the game, I put in a lot, but it's just
Yes, we have.
it's been what 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Many days.
The PlayStation and the PC's already gotten another patch to fix all their problems, and the
Hmm.
Xbox, all they keep saying is it's coming. I don't want to wait. Don't talk about new content if you're not pumping out friggin'
The
the
baseline.
problem.
Yeah.
I understand that there's this process to go through with Xbox, but make that your priority. Don't screw us while you work on other shit.
Don't fuck the pooch, okay, big boy?
Yep, basically. I played Forza Horizon 3. I got the last of the what are those called? The XP sign things, bonus boards. I think I have like 3 roads left. I can't find them. I'm having a little bit of a hard time with that. I've started playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I would have streamed it, but my laptop was giving me a hard time,
It's fucked
and
up.
PC's giving me a hard time. But the PC's really old, so I ordered a new one. It should be here
You
the end
ordered
of
a
this
new
week.
PC?
Yep,
What'd you get?
just another Mac.
Oh,
Now
new
that they're
Mac. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
now that they're capable of after the next iOS, the external GPU support. I've heard they're pretty decent. Like they've improved greatly for gaming, like basic stuff.
Yeah, but nobody
I think.
games on a Mac.
Well, I'll be the first. um,
Oh, man.
so I haven't been able to stream because I've been using the Elgato. Uh, Hopefully next week I should get back into that a little bit. Because this weekend I will not be accessible to the Xbox. I'm trying to see what else did I play. Um, I started up the Transformer Rise of the Darkspark through the GameStop thing. It's just a shittier version of that Cybertron game that came out on the Xbox 360 that got remastered a couple of years
That
ago.
sucks.
Yeah, it's shittier than that. I liked it, and I like the Cybertron game too, but the Darkspark game so far, I'm not impressed. I think that was it game wise. I have not gotten to the Destiny 2 beta. I know that's why the internet's dead because everybody's flying out for San Diego and Destiny 2's beta is going on right now. But I haven't had a chance to play it. I don't think Ruiz have you.
I played it for a couple minutes. I
More than
got
me.
through the intro sequence, and it's fun. I haven't done the strike or anything else, though. You don't get
Okay.
to free roam at all
I didn't
in the
expect them
beta.
to let you. But I've heard pretty good things about it thus far.
It was enjoyable so far, the few minutes I played of it.
All right. I mean, hopefully I'll have a little bit of time to play it before the next show. I think it's for the weekend only, or is it a week or two? I'm not really sure how long it runs.
Weekend.
Okay, so I'll have to get to it before this weekend. I also actually today I got an email from Best Buy that had a Christmas in July Elite member sale. I actually picked up a couple games that were actually pretty discounted. I picked up some VR titles for $8. I picked up Drive Club VR for $8 and PlayStation VR World for $8. I thought
Not bad.
they were worth $8. I
Not
picked
bad.
up. It's getting shipped to the house, but it wasn't at the store. Eve Valkyrie, which was 20, I think,
Hmm.
which I thought was pretty good because that game's normally like $40, give or take.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Halo Wars 2, I picked up. I think it was like 18 to $20. I had a reward zone credit, so I don't remember exactly what everything was. Um, and I picked up one more thing. What was it? No, that was everything. Which is pretty good. Not pretty good deals on games. And I also no, that was it. Now I'm just on the. It's as everybody knows, it's pre-San Diego Comic Con, so the Funko Pops are starting to come out. So I'm keeping my nose to the ground.
His jimmies are getting rustled. That's what he's saying.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
I don't, especially with working now. I don't really have the time to go hunt these things down. So online is my source of shopping. I already picked up the exclusive Snoke off of Amazon today. which is pretty cool. The
There
others
you
we'll
go.
wait and see. Not going too crazy. But yeah, I think that's it for me for the most part.
There you go. There you go.
I guess we could just start rolling into the news. I guess where we could start is normally we do gaming or movies, games, or movies, television, games. There's no TV news, so I'm not gonna bring that up. I thought we'd start with miscellaneous stuff that kind of rolled out of D23 before we get into the movie announcements. So first off, one of the big highlights everybody was looking forward to from D23 was the Star Wars land, which is now renamed Star Wars Galaxy Edge. Was fully shown off like a scaled down model. It's like 18 acres, I think, something like that.
Interesting.
They kind of showed off two of the rides that they'll be having, which was one was you're aboard a Star Destroyer, if I remember correctly. Yeah, you're aboard a Star Destroyer in a hangar bay. And then the other ride, which this I think is going to get every Star Wars fan excited, is you pilot the Millennium Falcon.
Ooh.
Oh.
I'm already getting
Yeah,
rustled
I heard
all
that,
over.
and I was like, this is life goals right here. So those are the two rides that they've shown off so far. I've also heard rumors that they're working on augmented reality for this park, and the word is that they've created the ability to make you have like an actual lightsaber. I guess incorporating AR into the mix and like the buttons, like they'll give you like one without a hilt, and then you hit the button on it, and somehow the AR picks up that you turn it on, and it makes the blade come out. I don't know. It's pretty
Getting all
far
types
away.
of crazy shit over here.
They also announced this is actually the first time I've ever seen this, and I think it's actually really interesting. Is a Star Wars themed hotel. But the interesting part about it is not the fact that it's themed, because it's Disney, everything's themed, is that it's immersive, and like once you get there, like it's fully 100% immersive. Like I supposedly like you have to dress in like attire that's based around the Star Wars universe, and
You
like
have to? They're gonna force
I
you?
mean I don't think they'll force you. I think they're gonna like encourage that you
I'll
do
do it
so.
voluntarily anyway.
Yeah, if they like say like Jedi robes are in the closet, bet your ass I'm running in the closet
Oh,
to go
hell
find
yeah.
them.
Damn, he's going in the closet, boys. You heard it here first.
I'll go in and I'll run right back out. And then the biggest they think is that they said that it will open in 2019. So it's in line to open when the last Star Wars movie opens, but they had said Disneyland's supposed to open first. Which leads me to believe, for convention goers and those alike, is that they're gonna try to time this so that Star Wars Land opens in California around the time that they're gonna probably have Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim, to then coincide with the premiere of the last Star Wars movie. All my thought process is that they're gonna try to do all three at the same time, and then offer like some fan experience or something to that effect, which I
That
think
could
would
be
be
still
pretty
cool,
epic.
though.
They got me sold. I'll be there.
Got my
Star,
money. Take
Star,
my money.
Star Wars Celebration was an awesome experience the first time that I went. So to then be able to do it at Star Wars Land on top of the premiere of the last movie, I'm definitely in. Some other stuff that's going on is Epcot's getting made over. More a little bit to keep with that futuristic design. Paris is getting Ratatouille 4D attraction.
Ooh, Ratatouille.
Yep, Disney's going the 4D route at this point. They're supposed to
Disney could
incorporate
not get
Guardians.
enough of the D.
Nope,
That
they're
it needed a
incorporating
4.
Guardians now into Epcot.
Of the Galaxy?
Yep.
Nice.
They haven't really announced much about the ride yet. It's still kind of early on. They just said that it plays into Peter Quill went there as a kid or something like that. So time will tell how that goes. And there's like a new space mission, a space-based restaurant, so on and so forth. The Tron ride that they have in Japan on like the light cycles is coming to Magic Kingdom. It's like you ride like the Tron light cycles. It's like a roller coaster. Toy Story Land's gonna be opening summer of 2018. They haven't really shown off too much other than the concept art that they've been showing off for the last couple of years. And the great movie ride is getting replaced with a 2D screen version. It's called Mickey and Minnie's Roller Coaster Runaway Railroad. I don't really. They said like, from what they've said at the event, it's gonna be 2.5D. No glasses are required, and they're gonna turn the flat world of a Mickey cartoon into a dimensional display of amazingness.
Ooh.
What that means, no idea. Time will tell. It's probably, I would assume that that's gonna probably come out. I would say next year. I don't think that'll take them long. And then the last big announcement that everybody, once this was announced, went crazy about is Disneyland is getting a Marvel expansion, bringing Spider-Man and the Avengers to Disneyland in California.
Ooh.
They teased it when they came out with Guardians. What other than details than that, they haven't said. It's about all they've announced, but that was a big draw for them this weekend. So Disney World's getting turned up, basically.
Turn as fuck.
Yep. They're gonna be partying hard. Mickey Mouse is gonna be taking some shots. Disney, don't sue us. I was only kidding. All right. So then I guess also coming out of that weekend was, we had some movie news. The first big thing, they showed off a trailer for Avengers Infinity War. Most of the cast was there. And this is not available online. So you're kind of only going based on reception and what people said about it.
Tell you. Yep.
Basically, from what I've heard, was the people that were in attendance at the panel, the room from wall to wall after the trailer went ballistic. They were so floored by the trailer. Supposedly, Thanos' OP is all hell. Cap's got a beard. Black Widow's a blonde. It seems like Doctor Strange and Spidey have some chemistry on screen time.
Giggity.
But overall, I'm trying not to give too much detail. Supposedly, Thanos is able to like draw a planet in with the Infinity Gauntlet. While he's fighting Iron Man, so shit gets crazy. I actually just saw a tweet saying that this movie is based by the Russo brothers. They said that its theme is like heroism, and suppose somebody's thinking that that might mean sacrifice, meaning that somebody might kick the bucket.
Or all of them.
But I mean, they have come out and said that this movie is going to be like a last hurrah for some of the first wave of the Avenger crew. I haven't said who, but we shall see. Some I think will be but me. I feel like some will die. I feel like they'll finally touch upon the death topic. Supposedly they also, the Guardians come across Thor first. I think that I don't know if Ragnarok and Avengers 4 happen like they coincide like at the same time, like it's like right after the other. But it seems like that's the case. But yeah, and they also showed off that the children of Thanos will be a main part of the plot points of said movie. They showed them like the costumes and stuff off at D23.
Cool.
There was a new Thor Ragnarok trailer, kind of sticking to the vibe that we've been getting from the first one. So it looks like it's going to be pretty good. Aladdin, the live action cast was announced. Naomi Scott from the Power Rangers is supposed to play Jasmine. Maina Masad is supposed to play Aladdin, and Will Smith is going to be the genie. I don't know how I feel about that. But I mean, I guess
that ain't no Robin Williams.
it ain't no Robin Williams,
It's
but
big
I guess,
shoes to fill.
I hope that they take a different approach with it, just for the fact that I think we all know he's not going to be
The same genie.
He's not gonna. I mean, he'll probably try to do something similar, but
Yeah.
I don't think he knows. He knows for a fact he ain't gonna be able to fill those shoes.
I think he knows that, but I'm still you know, yes, we would all love for it to just be Robin Williams again. That's not going to happen. But the
May
fact
he
that it's
rest in
Will
peace.
Smith makes me feel good about it.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm happy with the choice of Will Smith, is what I'm trying to say. I
I'm
think he'll
very
do it justice.
yeah. I'm kind of. I mean, I know that Robin Williams and Disney left off on a bad foot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, after his role as the genie, they replaced him in all merchandise. Like he did never reprise the voice after I think the
Mm-hmm.
Aladdin movies. Obviously the character is used and somebody obviously does the voice, but if you go like I noticed like if you look online or like iTunes and stuff, like um the Aladdin soundtrack, anything that he performed, you don't have access. Like you can't even like download it. So obviously something there was some sort of falling out between the two of them.
Really, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I've heard over the years that there was a beef between them, but I didn't know how serious it really was. But
Hmm.
after doing some digging around, it seems like it must have been a pretty big beef.
That's
I don't know
pretty
if it had
bad.
to do with residuals or what. I'm not really,
Beef.
Hmm.
but you know.
Oh, Yama.
Let's see. Let me roll through the rest of this pretty quick. Not important. I mean, there's not really much to say. They showed off the opening to The Lion King, yet live action, which they replicate the Circle of Life from the original.
The circle of life.
People said that it was actually really good. They announced Incredibles 2. All the same cast is going to be reprising the role, including Samuel L. Jackson asking about his super suit.
Where's my super suit?
Um, they also announced Wreck-It Ralph 2, I think, comes out next year.
Oh,
And
good. We'll get to see the
I think
villain
it's
support group again.
Ralph takes over the internet this time.
Oh, the meme
Oh.
lords. The meme lords are coming.
Yep. And they announced that a good majority of the Disney princesses will be reprising their respective roles for said movie. I don't know how that ties in at all. They just announced it. And also,
They're going to be
supposedly
Disney
Josh
princesses.
Gad
That's
is
a
going to be Olaf. So I don't know how all this is going to tie in, but
Olay.
so that's all the D23 movie and random news. There's one other bit, but we'll get to that. And then today, I think I saw when I was browsing the interwebs that DC added 2 movies to their slate for 2020.
Which
Um,
are?
it's mysterious titles right now. People are assuming they'll announce it this weekend. One of which supposedly I've heard the rumor is Wonder Woman 2. It's got green lit, so
Lit?
that's probably green lit.
You know, LITT.
Lit AF?
Like the permission to go
Lit
Yeah.
AF. Good. Good.
Um, and I've seen a couple people guessing what the other one could be. People are thinking it might be Batgirl with Joss Whedon directing, but nobody knows for sure.
Well, that is a confirmation, right? Joss Whedon is doing a DC movie.
He is, but they don't know if that's the movie that they're slating for 2020 or not. I'm assuming they'll announce it this weekend. We're gonna get tons of news in
Fucking
relation to
2020.
movies and
It's about
whatnot.
a bajillion years from now.
Yeah, basically. I mean, but if you think about it, you'll blink twice, spin around in a circle, and probably shit, and you'll be 2020.
Probably shit, and it'll be 2020. Good.
Yeah,
I
it's,
love how you fucking did that one.
yep.
You'll probably shit, and it'll be 2020.
Yeah,
There you go, folks.
shit a brick. You know, shit happens. What do you want from me? What else? So that's it from movie news. Like I said, we got San Diego Comic-Con. Actually, tonight's preview night. So for those of you that are able to attend, lucky
Go
bastards,
fuck yourself.
I hate
enjoy
you dearly.
yourselves. We'll be covering it, I guess, throughout the weekend on Twitter, but we'll talk about it more next week. A lot of movie, TV, and video game news.
Things.
So now we got some video games.
VG's
Video
games.
And the first one was to roll. Actually, before that, they showed off some story stuff for Battlefront 2. I gotta say, this game looks fantastic.
I know, I
The
can't
more I
wait.
see for this game, I'm just like, I'm drooling at the mouth for more. That
Mhm.
may or may not be due to the fact that the female lead is you know, nice to look at, but the game looks so
Easy on
good.
the eyes.
Game
Nice
look like
to
this. It looks like
look
it's gonna have
at.
a good story. They didn't really show off too much multiplayer. They more or less talked about the story last weekend. But it does look promising. Actually, Paul Blackthorne from Arrow is one of the characters
Yes,
in the
he
story.
is.
Yep. I thought that was cool.
That
Something to
is.
talk with him about if he comes to Heroes and Villains. That'd be nice. Um, and then the next bit that came right after that, which everybody exploded about on the internet because it's a long time coming. Kingdom Hearts 3 was re-shown off to the world.
With a sort of maybe release date.
I'm gonna say that it's probably gonna stick to that.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean,
From
but it.
what from what I've understood, because people have been asking the director a lot of questions about it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because they've a lot of all of the years we've all assumed that it was his fault that the
It's
game's
not.
been taking so long. It's not.
It's
He
probably
said that
Disney's.
no. He said after about a year or two of the project being underway, they decided to make a switch to Unreal Engine 4.
But the game looks amazing.
Oh, absolutely, the game looks gorgeous. But he
Is-
said that
Uh,
basically was they tried to backtrack, but they basically had to restart the whole process.
So why didn't they
which is
just tell us
understandable.
that?
I don't think companies like to say we fucked up.
Oh, that's true.
Give us more time.
More
Uh,
time. More
more time.
time.
More time. Um. So yeah, they showed off some gameplay, some stuff we've already seen. But the biggest, I guess, surprise to everybody was that they showed off a Toy Story based world. I mean, it
All I
was a
could
little.
say is I should have brick.
Oh, when I saw that, I was super floored. Except what I didn't hear Tom Hanks or Tim Allen reprise their voices, so I was a little thrown off there. But obviously, that'll be added at some point in the near
Yeah, I'm
future.
sure.
All I know is the fucking animation quality they have on the Toy Story characters is scary.
It's like movie quality.
Yeah.
It literally looks like they just took them out of the movie.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be seeing amazing visuals from that game. But yeah, they said that 2018, right?
Yep.
They didn't give a solid date on
Now,
2018, but
did they say what consoles is coming to, or is it just gonna be PlayStation?
they did say Xbox and PlayStation. They're
All
sticking to that.
consoles.
Well, not the Switch yet.
What about PC?
No, they said that they're sticking to the two consoles that they've announced thus far.
They did not deny the Switch.
No, they said that they did say for the Switch that the getting it out on the other consoles first was a priority, and they said that they would reassess, similar to what they said when people asked about a remake, like the remakes coming to Xbox, like
Mm-hmm.
2.8, 1.5, 2.5,
1.5,
2.8975.
1.5215.
8675309.
Yep, they said that they will consider it an option, depending on how people are, hype, like how much
Receptive.
people want it.
Oh,
But
people
they said it
fucking
won't.
want it.
Yeah, but they said they won't do it until they want to make the Kingdom Hearts 3 a priority. So they said that they're gonna do. If they did it, it would be after 3 came out, which I think at that point it's a waste.
That's bullshit then.
Another thing to note that he was also quoted saying that there will be another playable character,
Yes,
not just Sora. For anybody who
I'm
is
very
curious
curious.
about that thing.
I'm very curious to know who that might be.
Obviously, the biggest fucking assumptions are either Riku or Kairi,
Or Goofy.
which,
Or Mickey.
yeah, Goofy's not going to be playable. He's a party member.
Ooh,
Always will be.
Mickey. Mickey might be a
Mickey,
cool
Mickey
player.
was playable at one point.
Yes, he was.
What
Maybe.
if they took a character from the Toy Story? What if it was like Woody?
What? Now, did he say it was only one secondary character, or did he just say you will be able to play as a second character?
As another protagonist. You will be able to
Okay,
pick another protagonist.
so then it might be okay. So then I would say that would
That's why
probably
people are.
rule out the world characters.
Yeah, that's why people are assuming that you'll have a chance to play as either Riku or Kairi. Riku for
Have they
obvious
said
reasons.
anything about
Kairi because who
multiplayer?
knows what the.
I doubt it.
I heard nothing of sorts, so I assume
Probably
no.
Just
it's a very
co-op would be
single player
nice.
heavy game,
No,
so I would assume it's not.
just no.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. They also did mention that the game does not have as many worlds. They said they wanted to focus more on the fun factor as opposed to the world factor.
And making them significant.
Yeah,
They
so
don't
they
want to have
made.
any. They don't want to have no fucking under the sea levels in fucking Kingdom Hearts 2.
They should
Just
have at
show
least
for 2 seconds.
should have had at least one. Or if you're not gonna have Under the Sea, just bring me back to the 100 Acre Wood. I'm okay with that. But yeah, I mean, you can even see from the trailer that they show off that the Toy Story world plays into the story. It's not like they're just there.
hmm
Um,
Fun fact: the apparently that same interview he did about Toy Story, that is canon to the Disneyverse films.
how the fuck is that
All the
canon?
events in the game.
What are they gonna say? The darkness came into fucking Toy Story?
No, the way they got around that is by saying that the events take place between 2 and 3, because there's a big gap in time there. But he said he was told by Disney that it is confirmed to be canon events for the Disney timeline.
Huh.
So,
Interesting.
Heartless exists in the Toy Story universe and all the Disney movies.
An Organization 13.
Good job, Pixar. That's fucking weird.
Also, I'm trying to see if I can pull it up real quick.
So, interestingly enough, that means you could have Heartless and Nobodies and everything else in, like, Incredibles. Technically. You could have Samuel L. Jackson as a party member.
So, here's some notes that I've seen from one of his interviews. So they already said that it will not be. There's no official release date to just wait. Um, Toy Story's been talked about since Kingdom Hearts 2. And the world of Toy Story set after Toy Story 2. And it's not a parallel world, like you said. It's part of the Toy Story time axis. Or canon, whatever you want to call it. While this is not shown in the trailer, at the start, Sora is mistaken for a character in the latest game to be released in the world. In this world.
So there's a Toy Story game coming out, apparently?
Or maybe they're just saying that he resembles like a toy or something that's coming out in that Toy Story universe.
Oh, maybe.
Like another Buzz or something to that effect. Surprisingly, the Toy Story staff were surprised at how well they were able to reproduce these characters. That's funny when you hear that they're surprised at their own work.
It's kind of uncanny, though. It really is.
They've also said that I know other worlds that have been announced. Big Hero 6 is getting a world. Tangled is getting a world. And obviously Mount Olympus or Hercules is set to get another world.
The Return.
But it's more, I would say this time it's more of a actual world and not like a Colosseum based level instead.
That's cool.
I'm curious to see how many worlds they do. Just for those of us if you've never played the other games, the first one had 9, and the second one had 12.
hmm
So what do you think? I mean,
I would like more worlds, but as they confirmed, it's going to be less worlds,
they
but
said
more
that
detailed and
they would
things to do.
consider DLC for other worlds though, which to be honest, I'd be okay with.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that too.
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of weird. like for a Kingdom Hearts game.
DLC?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
it came up
it's
in a time before, you
yeah, it came up
know.
at a time. You have to realize this game has been in development for 12 years.
I know. The thing is, it's like it seems weird because it's a story contained game. Like
Yeah.
it takes its story like
Yeah.
seriously. And the way that DLC seems like it'd be a weird choice in the matter, because they have to justify it in the main story. Like, oh, what?
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. They have to create an alternate story from the main story to explain the DLC.
I get that. I feel like they could kind of work around that though in some weird capacity or another.
I'm sure they could figure it out. It's just kind of awkward to me.
Any world that you guys think that we might see that we haven't been announced thus far?
Civil War. Just kidding.
Oh,
Finding
shut up and take my money.
Finding Nemo, a whole underwater world.
I could Finding Nemo could be. I mean, the only thing is to fit the plot where like obviously
Yeah.
the villains are gonna have to go there, so I don't know how that would
And
work.
the size difference between the characters in Sora.
Well, look at Toy Story. They shrink them.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I think that portion. I mean, that part I don't really think is applicable.
I don't think
I
it'd be a
like.
problem.
I
I would
doubt
just
they
think
could do it
you'd
though.
have to think plot wise how it would work.
Yeah, I don't think it would work.
I feel like we might see Nightmare Before Christmas again.
Ooh, that's a good world. A fight in Oogie Boogie was fun.
That was fun. I like that. That was a good world. I feel like we'll see
Obviously,
one generic Final Fantasy world.
we're gonna get a whole bunch of Final Fantasy characters because
Yeah, but
anime.
they'll be categorized in one world like they always are.
And then
Like
they'll just show up in
Traverse
all the other
Town
worlds
or
because they
fucking
will.
what was the second world called? Or was that I don't even remember. Um, Baby Agrabah again. I just hope we don't keep getting repeat worlds because then that's kind of sucky.
Yeah.
That is kind of
Like Toy Story being a new world is awesome. Like that's like a great addition. Frozen maybe. I don't know if they'll
Ooh,
go there.
I would say so. I feel like that is like such a popular
It
still
could work
Disney
into the
movie that
story.
they would bring that back.
I feel like Elsa would be a good hero companion. Got that magic abilities.
What
Throw out
about
that fucking ice.
Fucking just let it go. All that nonsense.
Damn. That's alright. How anus clenching is the Sephiroth fight going to be in this game?
Oh,
That's the real question.
can we kill him this time?
No, he's going to be invincible this game. That's how they're going to do it. Literally impossible.
Maybe we'll see Roxas. Maybe.
Oh, he'll be back. There's going to be a focus on the nobodies, I think.
But yeah, this game looks awesome. So I mean, I don't want to spend that much more time on it because still got some stuff to get through. But very excited. I'm finally glad to see that it's coming out.
It exists. Hooray.
Not only does it exist, but it's not that far away.
It's kind of scary to think about. How long
I
have you
know.
been waiting?
How long have we been waiting? By the time this game comes out, it'll be 13 years.
Ah, good. I wasted my whole life. Good job, guys. We did it,
I was
boys.
talking to somebody today who didn't know that they announced it, and I mentioned the game, and he said, "You're not going to play that until you're in a senior home." I was like, "At this rate, probably not." But I said,
Yeah.
"But thankfully, they finally announced it." But yeah, that looks awesome. Next bit of gaming news is actually Doom's getting a patch.
The patch.
Anybody else hear about this yet?
No.
Kind of new.
Have
Just
you
kind of
seen
happened
this?
a couple
Have you heard
hours
about
ago.
this?
That's what I thought about in my head, but I try not to say that. So it's called patch 660. It's 6.66. I tried not to say 66.
Seems legit.
666.
Basically, what it is it's going into the game and it is unlocking all the DLC for everybody for free. So now there's no more season pass. All the DLC is available it's no longer
Ooh.
purchasable, and it's in the game.
I still haven't beat that game.
Um,
They're
and
saying, come back
actually,
to our multiplayer.
so it's not. I mean, it's not really. It's good news for people like us that already own it, but also I'd say for people that don't, it's It's actually awesome for the fact that the game is on sale this week for only $15. So if you haven't played it yet, this is a great opportunity to get it because
It
it's
is a good,
cheap and you get all the DLC.
and it is a good game.
Almost
And it's very
like they planned it that way.
And also, even if you don't do that, this weekend on Xbox, it's free to play. Or I think it's on PlayStation as well, free to play. So, I mean, I personally would suggest
Suspicious.
for you to buy it because it's a pretty good deal. But, I mean, you don't have to listen to me.
It was good times playing that game. Good
Yeah,
times.
good time out of time in that game. If a game can keep my attention, it's
It
pretty
was
decent.
fun punching things to death.
Yep.
Chainsaw, BFG, all the good classics.
So there was that. We also have the Destiny 2 beta, like we said before, is now live for the weekend. Anything you want to, from what you played for the couple minutes you played, anything you want to comment?
Not really. Well, actually, yeah. The I just tried the Hunter. The Super was pretty cool. You got like a fucking electro staff, and you're flying around like fucking Darth Maul on crack.
So you're
Pretty fun.
turret from Rogue One, which
Yeah.
is an electric staff. Okay.
Uh-huh. Nothing wrong with that. Also saw the trailer for the new trailer that came out today for Evil Within 2.
Yep.
Seems like a mindfuck. Looks pretty fun.
That's now, I heard, not coming out till 2018.
Is that?
That's what I thought I saw. Because people were mad because they thought it was going to be announced for this year. And they were like, no.
No, it's coming out this year. Friday the 13th, October 2017.
Oh, so I was sorry. I'm thinking of something different in my head. Sorry.
Is that Wolfenstein?
No. It was one of the Telltale titles.
Oh, speaking of Telltale, Wolf Among Us Season 2 was announced.
It was.
That's apparently long awaited.
Wait, that was it?
Yeah, they had a big press conference this morning, Telltale. It's their Telltale Summer update, they quote unquote.
Yeah. All right, this is the game. Yeah, this game comes out next year. People were mad because they thought it was going to come out this year.
It's not coming out this year. They're going to finish up the Walking Dead season, if they didn't
Yep.
already.
Walking Dead
And,
is the final season, comes out this year, as well as Batman Season 2.
Because we all know how
that's what I
great the
finished.
Batman season was.
I forgot I finished that. I didn't even talk about it. Son of a bitch.
It's too late now.
I don't know where they're going to go with this, to be honest. I wasn't very impressed.
Batman's stupid.
I guess Telltale has obviously they have a fan base, but like, I don't know, the game felt like unfinished, unpolished. Not saying from a visual standpoint, like, I get the Telltale art style. I've played Telltale games. So, I mean, I understand that to a degree, but on the counterpoint,
My problem with them is they just keep using the same engine for like fucking 20 years. Since the fucking Jurassic Park and Back to the Future games came out.
yeah, no, and that, you know what, that I think might be part of the problem is the better performance that these consoles are getting slowly but surely. Obviously, the Xbox One is still kind of, the performance has bumped greatly. But I mean, I feel like by the time we bump up to the X, I feel like they're gonna have to do something.
See,
I feel like it's gonna show more and more.
It's not the performance of the console. The console getting stronger is not going to have an effect on an engine like that. It's the fact that it's such old, archaic shit that they don't want to use a new engine. Basically, it can't even sustain itself. They just keep fucking zombifying it by updating it barely so it can run. And that's why people keep saying, "Oh, shit keeps happening and frame drops and crashing."
Frame drops are definite. Crashing on an experience. But like
Because the engine itself can't handle the game. That's not your system.
I think the frame drops might have been a majority of my issues because there were random jump cuts that shouldn't have been there.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought it was just poor design on their part. But I guess it's the engine.
Fucking the engine, it's garbage.
I mean, the plot was okay. nothing to drool over. Maybe, but I've seen one Batman. I've seen them all, so it's not, I guess, too far off of what I've already been to come to. The Walking Dead, I still enjoy though. I feel like that one works well, but
Yeah.
I feel like if they were to do a new engine, I feel like those games could be so much better. I feel like it would be more of a fluid experience.
It probably would be.
Um, but yeah, I mean, so I don't know the release dates on both of those, but I know that they're this year. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, here it is. So, Batman is for August 8th. Episode 1 comes out. And then The Walking Dead is the final season. Oh, it doesn't come till 2018, actually. So we got some time on that.
A little while.
That'll play. Batman, I'll probably wait till it's, if they continue this GameStop summer swap. I'll
Summer swap.
get that one and the whole season comes out. All right. Next bit. For those of you that are gamers that have not gotten a Nintendo Switch, keep your nose to the ground. They're starting to show up on some websites and some retail stores. I've actually seen in a retail store close to us, 3 or 4 in stock at one time. I did see someone purchasing one at the same time, so obviously they're still very desired, but they're showing up. So keep an eye out. Next up, I'll skip. We could do it now, I guess. Have you either of you heard about this Spider-Man PS4 Insomniac supposedly down performance controversy that's been going on?
No.
The internet's been going butthurt because they've been comparing what was shown off at E3 for Spider-Man last year, as for a couple years ago, as to what was shown off this year, and they're saying that it doesn't look as good as it did when they showed it up originally, and they're saying that the HDR, maybe there's not HDR that read currently, or this is the same thing that people are saying about Crackdown. So it's just a butthurt fan base of either console that are saying, "Oh, this game just doesn't look good." People are saying Crackdown also doesn't look as appealing, which actually the developers actually came out and said that, like, a lot of the polish on these games comes in towards the last home stretch. But, like,
That's pretty much the truth too.
Yeah.
yeah, so they said you can't really judge a book by its cover. You gotta wait.
Yeah, that honestly makes a lot of sense too. Like,
Yeah. Sony's been kind of quiet though. So is Insomniac. So I guess people are more upset because they're not saying anything, but they're not taking the no news is good news is a thing. But look, guys, um, I guess the best way to put it, in Yama, you and Rose will definitely agree, is gaming on a console when they're not specced out like a really good PC. It's hard to get the visuals that you guys want. I mean, I understand that we're consumers and we want the best product for our money,
mm-hmm.
but when you have a less than par performer to a PC that's able to do what you want, that's a couple like at least $1,000 or more,
Yeah.
you're not going to get it. I mean, I understand to a caliber that, like, consoles technically can get more power out of them as opposed to a PC because there's not as much running in the background, all this other nonsense.
Yeah, but
I know that there's some truth to that, but I know that only goes so far.
it does only go so far because really there may be other stuff running in the console, but it pulls such little from the RAM, and when you're running like 16 or 32 gigs of RAM, it's like doesn't even fucking matter. Or you have a
Mm-hmm.
processor that could handle that much at the same time, and it doesn't really matter. Like I
Yeah.
run my when I play games, like like if I'm editing a video through Premiere Pro,
Hmm.
it uses more RAM than it does and more processing power than it does when I play a game on this thing.
Yep. That's why I'm upgrading the RAM in this new computer I'm getting. I went with the base version just so it gets cheaper for me to just do it myself.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Um,
that's with my laptop. I only well, at the beginning I got 8 gigs, and then I put another chip in it, and
One of the only
16 now.
upgradable parts on a Mac is the RAM
Yeah,
spot. So when I saw that I can upgrade it and it's so simple, I was like, shit, I'm just gonna do it myself. But yeah, no, you're right in that regard though. That RAM is pretty much um
are they
it put
putting the DDR4 in it? Did you get one with the
um
new i7s?
yeah, there's an i7 and yeah, I think it comes with DDR4, but I'm gonna max out as much RAM I can
Did you
put to
get
this
an
thing.
i7 though?
Yes.
Okay, so then it probably does take DDR4 because the i7 requires
Hmm.
it. See, when
Um
I got the DDR4 when it first came out, and it fucking runs like it's crazy.
yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. If you look at either the laptop or my desktop, it's well overdue. Um, one's 5 or 6 years old, and the other's 7.
Mhm.
I mean, I got my fair share of usage out of them, and one wasn't mine, so that doesn't really affect me
Yeah,
personally. The laptop still works. It just doesn't perform
it's
certain
behind the times.
functions. Yeah, it's slowing down as time goes on. Um, what's it called? But getting back to the whole Sony thing, I mean, I think people just need to just appreciate what they get.
And chill the
Um,
fuck out.
Yeah,
yeah,
chill.
basically. I mean, you guys are super butthurt over the fact that the Xbox One X, which could perform to a similar caliber, still not, I would say, 100% to what a high-end gaming PC could do. And you guys are butthurt over the for price of $500. So, I mean, you guys can't be beggars. You guys can't be that choosy. I mean, that's the closest you're probably going to get currently to a PC gaming experience on a console with visuals
Mhm.
at that price. And I honestly
Hmm.
think for what you're getting, I think $500 is a pretty good price comparison. Because I mean, isn't like the 1080i like $600?
Yeah, but you don't need that to be as good as a console. You don't need to spend $1,500. You don't even have to spend $700. You could probably build one that is just as good for like $600-700. So why
Man
not
tells the
spend a couple
truth.
$100 more and just get a PC and be done with it, and then be able to upgrade it by the time that the next gen console comes out, or the next time that Xbox wants to make a more powerful one, or PS4 wants to make another powerful one. Like,
Which there's
we could
truth to
just
that
buy
too, yeah.
another card when you're going out and buying a new Xbox. Like, aren't you? This is going to be what, your third Xbox One, AJ?
Um, yes, the Slim though
Well,
was
the Slim is different, but still,
yeah.
this you spent
If you
what,
don't,
500, or how much was the
yeah,
Xbox One originally when you bought it?
500 with the Connect 5.
So, you spent, well, let's say four because it connects like $100, right?
Yeah,
So you spent four there, and now how much is this new one going to be? Five. So
yeah.
that's $900. You could have spent that $900 on a gaming PC and still ran it better than any console would have done. Still,
There's definitely truth to that. I agree with you. I definitely do.
it's crazy how like they could just keep on releasing the consoles and say, oh, we're doing this now, we're doing this now, and it's like no, like I'm not gonna buy that new Xbox One. It's not worth it to me. Especially after I already spent all that money on this one.
Hmm.
It's not like
Definitely
it's
truth.
nothing's gonna be compatible anymore. I
Yeah, I
barely
mean,
can.
if anything, they're really bridging the gap more to be more compatible,
Yeah,
even with the PC. That I think people say that it's not going to happen. I think in time it's going to happen. That it's going to literally just be one platform,
yeah,
and it's whether they stick to the Xbox or not, and they start charging for live, even on their services online, which I mean they could totally do. It wouldn't entirely shock me, but um, I think for what the gaming community or like the console gaming community wants, I think they need to chill the fuck out.
I don't know what they want. They just
More,
fucking
Yeah.
they want
mostly
more
sheep.
power.
They want more
They
power.
want more power for
$10.
less money. And that's just
Good
not
times.
gonna happen.
No, it's not gonna happen. Technology is advancing at a rate, but it's not cheap either.
It's never going to be cheap the way they want it.
Thanks,
No.
Obama.
Oh my god.
Oh God. Oh, there goes the show. Good night, everybody. Well, I guess if we're on the Xbox topic, the next bit of news we had was supposedly the last bit of the Xbox One X that was waiting for FCC approval was like a wireless chip, like Wi-Fi. Finally got approved.
Cool.
So people are saying we should be seeing pre-orders soon. A lot of people are saying that they're probably going to still stick to the Gamescom, fucking compare it to themselves or to Sony or whatever they're going to plan on doing. Some comparison videos, show it off to the world, and then put it up for pre-order. Does not mean the console's delayed. I know it's a lot of salty people saying that it's going to be delayed because it's not for pre-order yet. But if we all remember, the Pro wasn't available, I think, till 5 or 6 weeks before it launched. So I mean, if anything, it'll still be ahead of schedule of the Pro, pre-order wise. But it's coming. Just give them time. They want to do it right this time, I guess.
You're saying chill the fuck out again.
They're not really. They're not. I don't think Microsoft's concerned on how much they sell to begin with. I think they're just doing it because they can.
Yeah.
They already said that they make more. They make most of their money on Xbox Live revenue anyway. So basically, Phil Spencer said, "Fuck you guys. You guys can buy it or not. I don't give a shit. You're still filling my pockets."
Yeah. It's true though.
This one was a little bit of a nostalgia at its finest. This was announced, I think, today or yesterday, one of the two. RuneScape's coming to mobile in 2018.
I saw that,
Dang.
yeah.
Yeah, it's going on iPhone, I think Android, and I'm not sure if that includes like the tablet universe, like the iPad or.
It usually does.
Yeah, they're
They just have
usually
to run it in a
interchangeable.
different resolution.
To be honest, I thought this was pretty cool. I mean, it's a little late to the party. I think they should have
Yeah.
tried to do this years ago. But I mean, I'm still pretty sure that it has a pretty popular fan base.
Still, yeah, people still play it.
I haven't played it in a very, very long time. I have popped on occasionally to see if my account still exists. It does, so that's cool. But I haven't played it. But actually, to be honest, the conversion to an iPad or an iPhone, where I think they've also said they're gonna try to find a way to make it where you can take it offline, and then just kind of pop in and out over time, and it kind of tracks your progress that way. I think that would be interesting. I feel like for being a commuter, I feel like that could be a fun game as long as I don't have to pay for it to play every once in a while. But I think that everything now is paid for that game. I'm pretty sure you told me, Ruiz, that a lot of that stuff is paid nowadays.
Probably is.
I know that when we were playing back in the day, I know that there was a members program that I did occasionally for a bit before Guild Wars was the thing.
Dang. Dang. Don't worry, Guild Wars 3 coming 2018.
Yeah.
That would be Bobby's hype announcement of the year.
Well, we're expecting an announcement for Guild Wars 2, right? The DLC should be coming out soon.
There's a new DLC coming out. I think it's the 25th. Yeah. So new
coming in that
new
DLC,
map.
more living story.
I haven't even watched the trailer yet. They had a live stream today about it though. I missed it.
You missed it. What's wrong with you?
I don't really keep up with it that much.
Man, that's a surprise to me.
I don't know.
Don't forget, he's becoming a filthy casual.
I am becoming a You're right.
Slowly
I
but
totally
surely,
am
yeah.
though. You don't have to remind me.
That's kind of depressing.
Yeah, I'm a filthy casual. God damn it.
Oh, I've got news. Apparently, next week is going to be the Summer Games and
Oh, for Overwatch?
Doomfist for Overwatch.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Doomfist is coming out. That's 27th, I've heard.
And I heard that's the same day they're starting the Summer Games.
Have they announced the Summer Games yet, or is that just still?
It was data mined off the recent update.
Of course it was.
That means I have an opportunity to get more of my skins that I missed last year.
It's probably going to be new skins, I bet.
You think that they'll just be pulled in with the old skins?
Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to see. It'll be the first one that's a duplicate.
That's true. This would be the first event that we will actually be able to see if that is a thing or not.
Thing,
I'm
yeah.
trying to see. Um,
Good. My mic turned off. Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to see because this is the first duplicate event, right?
yep. Yeah, it's the first event. Trying to see. I'm trying to read an article to see if there's anything about it. But nothing in particular. And I think the last bit of news that I had on here was they announced the first DLC character for Tekken 7.
Mm-hmm.
It was Geese Howard from Fatal Fury.
Also, in King of Fighters.
Yeah. I'm very surprised by this that they're like getting characters from.
Guest characters. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, I mean I know Mortal Kombat's known for it now, but I didn't expect it from
Yep.
Tekken.
They grabbed a Capcom character with Akuma. They also have an SNK character now with Geese.
Yep.
Where will they go next? Maybe we'll see fucking Liu Kang in there.
Maybe some Hadoukens, but
Fucking bicycle kick. That's what we need.
oh. I'll probably wait for a discount on the season pass before I buy it. I don't even think I might even skip it, to be honest. I don't I've had the problem maybe. I mean, obviously Captain Casual on the sidelines over there can't agree with this, but there's so much shit that I want to try and play so I can talk about it.
Mhm.
I don't feel like I invest myself a lot into a specific game. Friday was, I think, the first game that I'd done such, but other than that, not much. I don't know about you. I mean, obviously you're kind of in a similar work life situation, so you kind of.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. It's like not easy.
Oh no, definitely not easy.
Yeah, I'm just chilling on the sidelines. He's like, yeah, I
I
got
think
nothing
I think
bad to
Yama
say.
Yama fell asleep here.
No, I'm still here.
I gotta get to bed, guy.
No, I thought I had work in the morning, but I don't, so I'm good.
Yama's gonna turn it up Captain Casual style and put on some Vampire Diaries.
No,
Man.
Have
Shut
some
the
chocolate
fuck up.
ice cream for the
I'm
mix.
gonna play PUBG.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure a few of our followers were asking about PUBG too.
Yep, we had at
Somebody
least a
was
couple.
answering. I
Yeah,
don't know who it was.
I still haven't played it. I'm gonna play it though.
I hope so. I mean,
One
if
of these
anything, it might be a
days.
race to see who plays it first. Be on the console or you on the
Yeah.
PC.
Oh, you thinking about picking it up there, Reggie?
Is it out yet? Or I don't think it's out yet.
I think it is game access. I think.
Is it? I'm gonna go check right now while we're talking about it. It looks fun. I've heard a few people talking about it. I was listening to the H3 podcast on my way to work, and he was talking about it.
Gotta love that H3, bro.
Yep. Yeah, it was on the net neutrality topic.
Yeah, I didn't actually watch that one yet. Good. It's good stuff.
I haven't finished yet. I got another more half of a car ride to go. So far, so good. Um, Interesting enough for me personally.
I gotta say, I'm glad they're doing like a full podcast now every week. Good stuff to listen to.
Yeah, it's kind of weird though, because like obviously they do like the live version on YouTube with the video.
Mm-hmm.
So when I go to listen to it and they show up videos or clips or stuff, it's a little weird because I ain't seeing shit.
It's like, yeah, I'm missing out. What the fuck, bro?
I don't think it's on here yet.
No,
I don't see it. No.
maybe you're just blind.
I want to check coming soon. See if it's on there.
You said it's like he's calming and calming and calming.
Let's see. Oh, also, if anybody's a member of EA Access this week, the premium for Battlefield 4 and Battlefield Hardline are on sale. I know that it's not it was available at one point for free when I picked it up then. It was like last year. But if you haven't picked it up, I think it's like $10 for all the DLC. And obviously, you have access to the game for free, so it's pretty good. A lot of hours of content there.
Good times.
Much
That's not
content,
showing up on
very
coming
hours.
soon. No, it's not coming up in the coming soon, so I'm not really sure.
Well, then, my bad.
Maybe it'll. I know it's coming. I think it comes out with the X, so maybe it'll be added sometime down the road.
Could be. Could be.
I'm checking on Google real quick while we're talking. But I guess that's kind of it for this week.
It's not too bad. We had a good show.
Yeah, I'd say so.
It was alright.
It was alright.
Ah.
You fuck.
Sorry, Captain. My bad. We'll have to put more of Vampire Diaries at the
Yep.
Oh
thing
yeah,
with
I'm sorry.
No release
worry.
date yet. I don't see.
We'll talk about the Vampire Diaries video game you're working on, Yama.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm doing all the codes for it right now.
That explains why he's been
Mhm.
so busy. Yeah, I don't see it, but definitely want to pick it up when it comes out. I've been tossing back and forth in my head whether or not to start pre-ordering games for the fall before we both get broke and I don't have cash.
Mhm.
Because it's due to happen between Comic-Con and all the other shit that's going on. It's gonna happen.
Depends on how much money you got left in,
I mean, I'm not gonna make the bank accounts go empty, so that's a bad idea. So, I'm thinking of starting with Battlefront, and I'll slowly but surely add that.
I think
As
you're gonna
time
be
goes.
broke.
Oh,
Mr. Hamill's over there. He's like, I want your bank account.
well, Mr. Hamill already knocked on the door. He already took my wallet.
He's like, I'm here for the protection money.
Be like, bitch, I got till October. Go away. All right. So yeah, make sure to follow us on the Twitter sphere, X Not Just Gaming X, Twitch Not Just Gaming. I promise, Scout's Honor. Once this computer comes in, it's supposed to come in the 28th, but I just saw that it was prepared to ship to the Apple Store today, so I'm hoping it comes in by Monday.
He said, fuck the tomato.
Because I want to get myself set up
Did
and
you get
organized.
did you custom build it?
Yes, it did.
Cool.
Like I said, I went light on the RAM because
Yeah.
for now, I think 8 gigs is enough for basic shit, and then I could just upgrade it when I want to.
They would charge you for that shit anyway.
Dude, they charge you
Always.
Apple to do so. This one goes up to 64 gigs. They charge you, I think it's almost $1,500 for the backs. If I do it myself, it's $500.
What a joke.
Night and day. And I was listening to a couple of videos when I was at work, and I heard somebody say that. I was like, this is an option? At that point, I was like, well, if anything I can do, I
But
can
it is
start with...
expandable though. It says it's
Yeah.
expandable.
There's a little port on the back.
Oh, okay.
It's like and you can actually get to the RAM cards. And it's up to 64. So I was thinking maybe I'll order 32 for
Yeah.
first, and then down the road when I need more, I can just order another 32.
Wait, it has how much now? You said?
Just 8. I just ordered with the base that I was able to get in it.
Okay.
Wasn't gonna pay any extra for it when I know I could upgrade it. So there's that. So I'm hoping this week so I can start gaming. I was gonna try to stream with Ruiz Ultimate Alliance, but I was having problems. So
Just a few.
yeah. So that's why I've been just online. But I promise, as soon as I have the option to, I will be back full swing. And then I guess you can follow us on Facebook. I've seen Facebook's gotten a little bit of activity that's
Yep.
new. That's definitely an odd thing to see. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next week post Comic-Con.
Bye.
Yep.